Hi, Mrs. Mozingo here with a quick little update on what we're doing here in the art room. Here we go. Okay, kindergarten. Kindergarten, they're learning all about pinch pot, red earthenware clay, the different stages of clay, but really working on those fine motor skills of rolling the clay, right? Some of the basic concepts, pinch and pull, kind of pulling up. They're starting to draw patterns. So patterns of line, patterns of shape on the side. And then after they're cooked in the kiln, we've got 2 here at Minnetonka. We're gonna decorate them with white and black imagery, different patterns on the outside. That's kindergarten. First grade, they are learning about Dale Chihuly sunburst that we have here at MIA. And we're working on drawing on pieces of acetate, transparency paper. And the cool part about these, kids again are drawing different sorts of patterns on the surface of these. And I'm using my good old heat gun and we are shrinking them down. And they're actually going to be kind of like our own personal Bellagio here at Minnetonka. We'll be able to hang them from the ceiling. Miss Gabby, my assistant in class, she's amazing. She will actually hang these above as a permanent installation. So Dale Chihuly, first grade. Second grade, they are learning about where the wild things are. Classic story, right? But we're starting to draw in the surface of clay. So they're using something a little like this. These are our needle tools. Yes, I put these tools into the hands of small children, and we talk about safety. We talk about points down. We talk about them covered as they're walking. But these needle tools are really great. Again, we look at the story Where the Wild Things Are, Marie Sendak, total classic. And then they're supposed to combine 2 different animals and draw them on the surface. Now, we're gonna do a cold finish on these. We're gonna actually color them with oil pastels that are not water soluble, and then do an India ink wash on top of those. Okay, that's second grade. Third grade, it's all about the architecture. So we're continuing with this architecture unit. And now students are we're using that slab roller. Thank you, Minnetonka Foundation. Thanks, Minnesota Clay. Rolling slabs of clay, and they're starting to draw different kinds of buildings on the surface. So we're using texture mats, okay? We're eventually gonna use watercolor to color these, and then they'll get a clear coat of Mod Podge. So the facades of buildings. And again, the basics about score, slip, seal, attaching, additive, subtractive. That's a big part of this lesson. That's third grade. Fourth grade. Again, it's all about different sorts of textures in the surface of clay. Textures can take many different forms: bumpy, rough, smooth, scaly. There's real texture, and then there's simulated or visual texture as well. But landscapes, that's what we're working on right now. Landscapes in fourth grade. So we're learning about foreground, middle ground, background. Again, we're gonna be subtracting and adding different qualities of clay, and we're gonna make sure that we watercolor them afterwards. Okay, last one, we're gonna start to work on, again, landscapes, 4th and 5th. So you start to see kind of the general scope and sequence here. We're starting to work on sketches. Again, we're talking about foreground, middle ground, background, how a horizon line separates space, how we might be able to show things that are in the foreground and background, relative size. Again, we're trying to focus on balance. Does your work have symmetrical or asymmetrical balance? Contrast, dark against light, a variety of line shapes, textures, and then what kind of movement? Movement is how your eye moves through work. So where it starts and then where your eye moves to. We also worked with different skills with oil pastels. So I have them using heavy pressure, light pressure, scumbling, where it starts to make those curvy little lines, graffito, scraping away, stippling, and then adding white. So those are practice leading into their final work, which is going to be on a big piece. So they'll sketch it out with pencil first, okay, with those various horizon lines, and then they'll start to blend, okay, in the inside. So we're looking at the work of Wolf Kahn and then Georgia O'Keeffe. All right, so that's the update. Hope you enjoy. Keep me updated if you are enjoying these updates. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.